What's up, design family, and welcome back to another episode of Fittdesign TV. So glad to have you back on the channel. On today's episode, we'll be looking at the 5 things to avoid if you're a man who really cares about style and values the way that you present yourself. Before we get started, if you've personally caught yourself making any of these mistakes, don't stress it. Really, fashion and style is a process and one that you should enjoy making progress in. The idea of continuously improving yourself and knowing how to put yourself together should be the focus here, and understanding that it's always going to be a journey and one that you're really never going to reach the end of is extremely liberating. Enjoy it, enjoy the process, and take these tips and tricks with a grain of salt. What's up, design family, and welcome to Fittdesign TV. So glad to have you here. On this channel, we discuss all things sports fashion, graphic design, manufacturing, and technology. We'll discuss key topics, answer pressing questions, and provide actionable steps on starting your own product line. If you're interested in any of the above topics, stick around. You're in for a good one. Number 1 on our list, and again, this is a little bit of a trend, which is those who wear worn out shoes. Even nowadays, we see designers actually implementing distress elements, dirt elements into their shoes, into their sneakers. Even some high-end luxury brands are actually bringing out shoes that look like they've been worn in, that they look like they've been torn up. And honestly, I don't see the appeal in that. I think your shoes should be one of the best kept and best maintained parts of your wardrobe. An indicator of someone who knows how to put themselves together, who knows how to take care of the small things in their life and the big things in their life, is someone who takes care of their shoes, who takes care of the way that they present themselves. And unkept shoes is a surefire way to negate that entirely. Yes, I understand the appeal of going for this sort of don't care attitude, but believe me, this don't care attitude really implies that you care way too much. So stick to the basics. Make sure you take care of your shoes. The way that you do the small things in life is typically the way you do the bigger things in life. Number 2 is wearing distressed or overly distressed clothing. I realize that this was and potentially still is a huge trend, but take it for what it is. It's a trend. It's a trend that has ultimately no classic appeal, and like I mentioned in the previous point, I understand the appeal of looking like you don't really care, but I think that's an indicator that you care a bit too much. So instead, if you want to go for this more casual, laid back, and relaxed attitude, instead of going for distressed clothing, try to get clothing that looks worn in with, let's just say, faded or light washed colors. This is going to go a long way towards representing that more casual, laissez-faire attitude that you're actually going for. Number 3 is wearing bootcut or classic cut jeans. I'll start off by saying that these cuts are extremely outdated in my opinion and go a long way towards destroying the silhouette of anything you have on. Also, there's pretty much no way to look proportional here between the top and the bottom parts of your outfit, especially with bootcut jeans. So I've really never seen a pair of bootcut jeans that look like they fit the way that they should, and because of their wider cut at the bottom, they really only make sense when you're wearing extremely bulky boots, which is obviously what they're made for, but most men don't wear them in those contexts. And let's face it, for most people, that kind of setup is a very rare occasion. So whether you're wearing bootcut denim or straight cut denim, this kind of fit is going to completely destroy any sense of proportionality, and if you're wearing anything other than boots, it's going to swallow up footwear, and it's just going to make you look sloppy, lazy, and very not well put together. Number 4 is those who wear Number 4 is guys who wear a wrinkled suit, and this one honestly baffles me. It completely defies the entire purpose of a suit, which is to look clean, sharp, and well put together. A wrinkled suit definitely is not going to do that. And I'm not saying that you have to dry clean your suit every single time you wear it. That's not what I'm saying. And that might actually be counterintuitive. But depending on how often you do wear your suits, make sure that you're avoiding wrinkling, that you're going to get professionally dry cleaned and pressed. This is going to go a long way towards making you look sharper, more sleek, and is going to be a much better return on your investment for the initial price of the suit. Number 5 on our list, and this may or may not come as a surprise to some people, depending on the climate you live in, is avoid flip-flops. Yes, I do realize they're extremely comfy and super easy to throw on, which is why you typically go for them 99% of the time, but they're extremely tacky and they show that you really do not have any idea in terms of how to put an outfit together, nor do you care about how you look. So pay attention. You need to avoid flip-flops at all times. Unless you're going to the beach, completely eliminate flip-flops from your fashion vernacular. Well guys, that is a wrap on this episode. That's been my top 5 personal things to avoid as a guy looking to up your fashion or up your style. Again, these things are a little bit subjective and a little bit personal, but I do feel very strongly about them, especially if you're someone who really values the way you present yourself. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of the points that I mentioned below. Also, let me know if I missed anything out that you guys personally see as no-nos. And if you enjoyed this episode and want to see others like it, want to see other tips, tricks, or some more technical fashion episodes, consider subscribing to our channel. We put out great content on a week-to-week basis, and we'd absolutely love for you to join us along for the ride. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Fittdesign TV. Until next one, stay awesome.